What is up, y'all, and welcome to another video. If it's your first time stopping by my channel, I'm Jeff Rowe, and this is Jeff Rowe's Fish Keeping. Today's video is pretty exciting. I haven't got to plant an aquarium in a long time, and I've hardly worked with hardscape at all, and it was really fun to set up this tank. But what I'm doing today is I'm setting up a tank for my L182 Starlight plecos, and I'm bringing you guys along. Hopefully you guys enjoy. What is up, y'all? Got a big job ahead of me today. Got to get rid of all the backpacks and winter coats and get this little area right here cleaned out. Get some electrical run for back in this corner, and get these tanks and this stand slid over. And I'm gonna start setting up one of them for my L182s. I'm gonna go ahead and do some gravel with some crushed coral. Got some hardscape rocks, got some opani wood, and gonna steal some plants out of my other 40-gallon breeder in the other room, and go ahead and get this set up with some aqua clear filters and some sponge filters. And I got the lighting up here on top, so I got a lot ahead of me, got a lot to do. I'm only gonna do one tank at a time, so wish me luck, guys. Alright guys, pretty much got a blank slate here. Like I said, I'm only going to do one tank at a time, so today all I'm doing is probably the top tank. So I'm going to go ahead and move this stand out and sweep up really good underneath it. I'm going to go ahead and come through here with a drop cord to go off of a plug-in that has nothing plugged into it behind the couch in the living room. And got a piece of Mopani in there, and then got a couple of big hunks of Mopani over here. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw a few weeks ago on Memorial Day weekend when I was down in Missouri, I got all this river rock, and these things are really cool. If you really look at them, they almost look like dragonstone in a way, so I'm kind of digging those. I got a bag of crushed coral there downstairs in the basement in my little pool pond that I used to keep my crayfish in. I've got a bunch of gravel down there, and that's what's going to be my substrate on the first one that I'm doing today. Then I got an aqua clear. I'm going to do a sponge filter in there. Got these new heaters. I've never tried them before, but the biggest reason why I got these, it's not showing on the picture, but right here comes with a little cover over it. And since this is predominantly going to be a pleco tank, I kind of thought those were pretty cool to have that cover over the heater. So looking forward to trying those out. I did also get some of these Mexican beach pebbles. They're a smooth stone to try to maybe pack around some of the plants and stuff like that to keep the plecos from mowing them down. I did go ahead and go with the night crew lights again. And let's see here, what else? Can't really think of anything else. I'm just gonna get busy. I got a lot of work to do here, but I do have a blank slate now to work with, and it's gonna tuck up really nice over here in this corner. And I think then I'm gonna bring my vivarium out here on the end of it, because I'm kind of getting tired of it in my bedroom. I have to unplug the light all the time to plug in other things, and it's just getting to be a pain in there. So I think I'm going to put them out here. Have my froggies out here, so I'll have these two 40-gallon breeders. They're predominantly going to be pleco tanks, but I think I am going to put endlers in them. So when I get to the adding livestock to this tank that I'm doing today, I will probably put endlers, male endlers in there, and have an all-male endler and L182 Starlight pleco tank. But this is what it looks like before, and probably do a lot of time lapsing on this, and I might stop every once in a while and talk to you guys, so we'll see. Alright guys, thought I would go ahead and pick you up real quick and show you what I got so far. So I went ahead and put pea gravel in here, and then I mixed a bunch of crushed coral in with it. Not a bunch, I would say like 1/4 of a bag. But as you can see, it's a mixture. And I'm gonna go with that on my substrate for these L182s. I've heard that works really good for breeding with bristlenose plecos, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for it and see how it goes. Did go ahead and start the filter. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one that is meant for this filter, or this tank down here, and get them both going. Probably put filter floss in one of them to try to polish this water, because since this pea gravel has been going and it's been cycling for over a year, the water's probably going to be pretty soupy looking, so I'm going to have to filter that out, and all the crushed coral will make a big mess too. So probably go ahead and maybe go ahead and start hardscaping it and see how that goes, and then I'll pick you guys back up after I get done with that, before I start putting plants in it. Alright, y'all, I think other than just buttoning up a few things, I got this one pretty well done. I don't know if I like it yet or not. I went with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of plants. I got some Crip Wendite over here and over here. I've got a small little piece of Val over here, and then got a pretty tall one right there, got one back there by that rock, and then I got a piece of jungle sword there. I got a piece of Java Fern Windelove there, and Java Fern Standard over there. I got a piece of Mopani right over there, and then this river stone there, and then I've got my little Sergeant Tank Pets slate pleco cave right there, and I'm already filling it up. The water is going to be severely cloudy for a while, so after I get it filled up and get it all cleared out, I will come back to you. Also, around a lot of the plants, I've got that Mexican beach pebbles, so I'm anxious to see what that turns out looking like. So far so good though. I'll check back in after I get it filled up and cleared up. Alright, y'all, it is the next morning and this tank is still cloudy. That crushed coral is just a beast. I've got pretty heavy filtration on this thing and it's not cleared up yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a big heavy water change on it and put some fresh water in there and try not to dust everything up really good, and see how that works. I did go ahead and move my vivarium in here right beside it. Got the lights to where they all turn off and turn on at the same time, and got the light going for the bottom tank. I will do it next, but won't be able to do that in this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a water change and see if that clears it up, and I'll come right back to you guys. Alright guys, that did it. That's all it took, was a water change, and this is the result. Camera's a little crooked there. I think it turned out pretty decent. They've got plenty of room up here in the front to feed and to have some room to go back and forth. I've got these little Mexican beach pebbles around each plant where they hopefully don't mow them down. Right up here, glued on the back side of this Mopani, I've got some Java Fern, and then right here some Java Fern Windelove. Got a couple of pieces of crypt. Got one over here and one over there. And I've got Val in 3 different spots. And then I've got that jungle sword right there. And then I did go ahead to try to fill in back here by this heater. I did go ahead and put some hornwort in there. Got it weighted down with a rock. And I did go ahead and put the sponge filter in there. Before I put any fish in here, I will definitely put some cycled media in here. I'll probably do that. Like maybe tomorrow I'll put cycled media in all the filters, maybe put a cycled sponge filter in there. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good, guys. Got my little pleco cave up here that I can pull the lid off. I might add a couple of other caves because I will have 6 plecos in here. So that give them a little bit of hiding spots here and there. But yeah, I'm digging this tank. It still has a little bit of clearing up to do, but I'll try to get you a little bit of footage before I go, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. So what do you guys think? I think this tank turned out pretty good. It turned out a lot better than what I thought, and I'm really digging the pea gravel substrate. My only problem is going to be whenever I set that tank up below it for my L183 Starlight plecos, trying to do something different in that tank than what I did in this tank. So if you guys have any suggestions about how to change up the other tank with using some of the same stuff to make it look totally different, I'm all ears. I'd kind of like to stay with the same substrate. I've got a bunch of Mopani, I've got a bunch of Malaysian driftwood, and I've still got a lot of those rocks left over. So, if you guys have any ideas, drop them down in the comments section and I'll see what I can do. If it is your first time stopping by this channel, make sure and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit the post notification bell. Right now I'm uploading videos every Monday and Thursday, and I also live stream every Wednesday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for coming along on this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.